I'm Cass.
I'm Rachel, and you're listening to The Appliance Girls. But I think I'm really excited to, get women on the podcast.
I mean, we love men too.
If you had a superpower, any
Oh,
superpower,
gosh. Not this one.
any superpower, what would it be?
If you don't believe in what you're selling or you don't believe in the business, you're not going to be able to sell it.
I thought you were talking about something else.
Welcome back, Rachella.
Welcome back for 2025.
It's been a while.
It has been a while. It feels like it's been a long time.
Feels weird.
It does, actually. It was like getting back into the groove of how to set everything up. I felt like a newbie again. So
hopefully we're actually recording. Who knows what's going to happen here.
We might get to the end of it and there's no video recording, no sound recording.
I always stress that happens. But seriously, it has been a long time. When was our last recording? December?
Oh, I think so. Or November. I don't know. It was a while ago.
Honestly, I can't even remember.
Yeah.
Time has gone crazily fast already. The year has begun.
Yes.
We had holidays.
We did have holidays. We had a little break. I went over to Japan with the family, which was nice.
We both celebrated a birthday.
We did. We're getting older, unfortunately. I mean, you're not as old as me, but that's okay.
I actually forgot how old I was at one stage. I was like, am I 30 or am I 31?
Yeah.
I had no idea. But now I'm 32, so that's life.
Yeah, I know. And I'm 38 and creeping closer to 40. So we had a big discussion actually in the office yesterday about getting closer to 40. So it's a bit of a panic stations. We were saying that I remember when I was in my 20s and when people were 30, I was like, wow, that's so old.
I know. And
now that I'm creeping to 40, I'm a bit scared.
Hey, you don't look a day over 21, right?
Oh, thanks,
Don't
Cass.
worry about it.
That's why you're my friend.
What else have we done?
Well, lots happened at the end of last year, I think. It was like, I feel like the end of the year, each year is getting crazier and crazier. And I think
it is.
It's not just us, that's for everyone as well. Everyone I've spoken to said that their end of years are just full on.
Yeah.
We always have a busy end of year because we, have Christmas parties and, lots of different functions that we're attending. But, end of last year we had our staff Christmas party for the appliance guys, which is something that we always look forward to. So what did we do there?
We got a boat. It was a lovely boat.
Yep.
Honestly, looking back, I feel like this is probably the best Christmas party we've had so far.
Yeah, wow.
So far.
We'll
put it that.
Ooh.
It was just the vibe, the food, the drinks, the boat. It was just a good time. I feel like everyone really enjoyed themselves. Well, I mean, I speak for myself, but I know that a lot of other people enjoyed themselves.
Yeah.
And I just feel like the vibe was really good. Our culture and everything at the moment is vibing, and that's my new word, vibing.
Is that your vibe? Is that your word for 2020?
not the daisies, it's vibing.
Yeah.
But yeah, what do you reckon?
Yeah, no, I think it was really good. I just love that, it's getting everyone together, and because we've got all different aspects of the business and we're in 3 different states as well. So it's also an opportunity for us to get everyone together.
Yeah.
And get everyone sort of mingling and then, getting to know people more on a personal level rather than work.
Yeah.
But then it's also like we do lots of fun things as well in our Christmas parties. We have, we call it Shitty Santa, which is always a fun time, and that's always an enjoyable part of the evening, and
it is.
Seeing everyone opening their presents and what that involves. So that's always been good.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I love it. I'm sure it's going to come around quick, and we'll be starting to organise the next one.
It's crazy.
But yeah, it's always, I think Christmas parties in businesses are the most, like, a really important thing.
I agree. Yeah. And I know that, like, I've been reading a lot of stuff on LinkedIn that's like, company culture isn't always about the Christmas party, but it's like, but it is that end of year that you like say, hey, look at the year we've had. It's been a good year. Let's everyone let their hair down and have a good time. Why not? I find it funny that some companies don't have a Christmas party or don't do anything at the end of the year just to wrap up.
Yeah, I spoke to heaps of people, and a lot of people were like, oh, we're not doing anything, or we're not going, or it's just a dinner. Like, I think it's a big celebration at the end of the year of what you've all achieved as a team. And
100%.
I think it's a really important thing for the culture of a company is that, you do something that rewards your staff. So I think that we're big believers in that. So,
and I think it made us really proud that a few of our staff literally said they've never been to one of their company Christmas parties, yet they're coming to ours. And it just made us feel like, hey, we do have a good time with our staff, and let's celebrate.
Good. Yeah, we love it.
Yeah.
Any chance to party.
Any chance to have a few drinks. Look, we didn't last as long as the Philippines Christmas party, but
I know our team in the Philippines out till 4 a.m.
Yeah.
That was
I think it was 5
a.m. When we finally got home. But no, They did it better than ours here. But
Philippines can party.
yeah, they can.
They really can.
Yes. So
I don't know if their drinks are watered down or what's happening, but it was crazy. And what did we last to for Sydney? It was about 10, 11, maybe midnight.
Midnight, yeah. So that was all right. It's a good effort.
Yeah.
Good effort. So, yeah. How were your holidays?
Yeah, good. Relaxing. Nothing. Did
nothing.
nothing.
Yeah. Sometimes that's good, though. Because I feel
Yeah.
like sometimes you need that holiday where it's like you have no plans. Because I feel like during work time, you've got too many things locked in that sometimes you need the
100%.
time just to do nothing.
And I think, we were renovating our house for quite a long time. So having the house finished and just being able to enjoy it was what we wanted to do.
Yeah.
And it was nice just hanging by the pool with the kids and seeing them now starting to swim and get their confidence is good.
That's good.
But how was Japan?
Japan was amazing. Definitely recommend it for anyone. The whole of Australia's over there anyway.
I know.
Everyone's going there.
Crazy how busy it is.
I was reading heaps of articles actually when we were over there saying how TikTok's ruined Japan because like everyone's obviously posting all the amazing stuff over there. And so now all of Australia is heading there. And no, it was amazing. I highly recommend it for anyone, but definitely anyone with families. The kids loved it.
Yeah.
Taking 4 kids over was chaotic,
Mm-hmm.
but in a way, good chaotic. Good chaos. But we headed to the snow for most of the time, so the kids absolutely loved that. And the snow over there is like so different to here.
Yeah, for sure.
So anyone who's never seen snow, highly recommend taking yourself over to Japan. And the people there are just amazing.
And you know what? Anyone saying you can't travel when you have kids, you can.
You can.
Your life is not over.
Yeah.
Like there's so many people that are like, oh no, we won't travel till they're maybe like 5 or 6. It's like, but why?
Yeah.
Get them over there. They love it. They actually, I feel like, are more relaxed over their kids when they're on holidays.
Yeah.
Like they just, I know.
Just opened our eyes
just
to
different.
things. Yeah. No, it was good. And just make sure you book a holiday from your holiday when you get back.
Yeah.
When you take kids, because, sometimes you might need that.
It can be a lot of carrying around luggage.
I had
and
sore
packing
arms from
and-
lifting Aaliyah everywhere and carrying her in the snow because she just wouldn't keep her gloves on. She's 1.5, so she refused to keep her gloves on in -10.
Yeah.
So anyway, it was good. But back into the swing of things. So
We are back into the swing of things.
Yes.
We've got a lot of exciting things for this year.
We do. I did say to you, I lacked a bit of motivation coming back this year, and normally I'm like so excited to come back. So I'm slowly getting the rhythm back. But then when we sort of had some discussions this week of what we're looking forward to, I sort of started to get excited and motivated of like, hey, there's some exciting things on the horizon. So
I feel like when you come back from holidays, you're just so lost that you're like, what do I even do here?
And I think because the end of the year was
what
so
is my role?
chaotic that I was like, I just didn't know don't know where to start sort of thing. So
and I think because we're kind of juggling around multiple things at the moment, it was good to just sit down and get our heads back into it and get clarity on what our plan is. And I feel like some of the things we've put in place and we are putting in place. It's exciting.
Yeah, because I know we like to do a lot of things.
We do.
And I think we've come to the realization that there's, some things we may need to either hire people for or outsource because we're doing too many things that need someone else's attention to. But we enjoy it.
We do.
But it's just giving time to it. So what do we have coming up in 2025 for the appliance guys and the appliance girls?
The appliance guys, I'm excited because I feel like we're getting – because like we've said previously, we only started doing marketing really last year when we stepped in, and I feel like last year was a bit of a like a trial and error year, and I feel like this year still is, but I'm excited to try different things this year. So we're going to be starting our property manager brand nights, which is going to be an exclusive event for PMs, which I'm excited about because PMs are really a big part of our business. And we like to give back to them, but this is also like an educational kind of opportunity for them to actually know what they're looking at when we send them a quote, or know what to tell their landlords, or just bits and pieces. And it's just a good time to get them in, meet some of the team, have some drinks, some food, some
we know
entertainment.
PMs like to drink and like to party. But I think it's going to be a good opportunity for us to get a lot of PMs from all different real estates together. So for one, it's a networking for them, but then it's also for us to be able to network with them as well and be able to provide that education. I think that's what we're big on at the moment, is being able to provide that education. Because I know that we spend a lot of time visiting real estates and getting feedback from them on what they would like. And their biggest thing was, they want to be able to pass education on to their landlords and have more knowledge on appliances, because that's obviously what we do. And so we've thought, well, they're our clients. Why don't we put something in place that will help them?
And I think we've always wanted to do bigger events. That was always the goal, to do bigger events, but we never I don't know if we never like funding obviously is a big thing to put on a big party is quite a big expense, but I feel like now we've got the support from some of our suppliers and brands that are supporting us and they see the potential and they're backing us. So I think that's really exciting as well because we're creating these relationships not just with our customers but with the suppliers that are helping us put on these events and helping us show the PMs, you know, that we're not just a Joe Blow down the street.
And I think that shows like how important the building those relationships is.
Yeah.
And we've said it so many times before, but building that relationship because then it benefits both sides, both parties, and that's what we're big about.
Yeah, for sure.
Into is building those relationships with our clients, suppliers, whatever it might be.
Yeah.
So
that's one big thing.
Yeah.
And what else are we doing?
Well, we're trying to introduce a little bit more behind the scenes, which is what we've been wanting to do for quite a long time.
Yeah.
Is to showcase what actually happens behind the scenes at the Appliance Guys with our technicians.
Yeah.
So it's sort of shocasing to our clients, to our suppliers, exactly what we do. Because, you know, so many times people ask me, what happens on a day-to-day basis? And then you try to explain it, but, no, it never comes out right or you can never explain it. So, we're introducing some behind-the-scenes videos, footage. We're also going to be introducing some series.
Yes.
So there may be some other people on the couch, not just the Appliance Girls. So we are introducing a tech chat series to learn a little bit more education about appliances.
Yeah.
And we are also introducing On the Couch with Tag.
Yes.
Leadership Edition is the first one.
Yes.
So having some people, i.e. Michael and Dion,
I know.
letting you know you're coming on the couch to sort of give some, you know, either stories or advice about how they've got to where they are.
Yeah.
And then maybe, you know, people can learn from that as well.
Yeah, and I think that'll be good because, you know, we have our branding, which is our characters, and they're very, you know, they're our brand.
Yeah.
And no one really knows if they're actually real people.
Yeah.
It's very like, are they actually the owners? Like, who are they?
Yeah.
So I feel like we are in the midst of convincing them to get their face on camera more.
We did sit down with them in a meeting and said, hey, like, obviously we think this is really important. We think you need you need this important part in your life. You need to come on camera.
So, I think they're open now, but it's just actually getting them to do it.
Yeah. Well, we've just decided now that we're just going to book things in.
Yeah.
And
they don't have a choice.
They don't have a choice. And I think the other day I actually was filming in the office trying to get some behind the scenes content. And then I went to film Michael sitting, like, doing some work, and then he wasn't actually in there. I was like, but I'm just going to set up cameras around the office now, and then they're just going to have to deal with it. So
that's what life is now.
Yeah.
It's just online. Faces
I know,
out
you've actually,
there.
I will say, you've got me onto TikTok.
Yeah.
I was always an Instagram girly, but Instagram doesn't like me.
Yes.
Unfortunately, end of last year. That's actually, I was going to say.
Actually, we need to talk about that.
We do need to talk about that. Learning curves, definitely we did go through a lot of learning curves end of last year.
Yeah.
Number one advice for anyone who's starting a Instagram account for their business, don't have it linked to your personal Facebook.
Yeah.
Don't. Because you get into the case where, like myself, my personal Facebook got shut down, thanks Mark Zuckerberg, and it deleted my Instagram, which I'd been building for 10 years, and it deleted our Appliance Girls Instagram, which we'd been building a community all of last year. So it still hasn't. I haven't got it back. It says it's permanently deleted, so I feel like there's no chance of it coming back. But that's some advice. If you're setting up a business, don't link it to your personal accounts.
And that whole situation kind of baffled us a bit. It really shows that they are watching.
They are watching.
And they are listening, and you can't get away with anything.
Yeah. Yeah, interestingly, I was literally.
It was a complete misunderstanding.
Getting banned for having a conversation with my son on Messenger Kids.
But the hard thing with that is there's nowhere to actually appeal it. There's no chance for you to give your side of the story at all.
So I appealed it straight away. So you can appeal it straight away, and you literally send a selfie of yourself. But then that's it, and then it's in their hands. But it's all AI. Everything these days is AI. But I literally reached out to so many different people to get help. I reached out to people on LinkedIn. I tried everything, and nothing, no answer. So just anyone setting up a business, just don't have anything linked to your personal accounts, or just be wary. But I know it happens to a lot of people. It happens all the time, and that's the problem. We rely on social media heavily
100%
for businesses.
Everything.
I mean, we were just lucky that we're not a business that for the Appliance Girls that we're selling from that account. I was just lucky that the appliance guys, which we've had for a very long time, wasn't linked as well to my
yeah.
personal, so we didn't lose that. But, you know, I have a lot of connections on my personal account, that I had, you know, over the last 10 years, but now I'm rebuilding. I'm starting from the beginning.
Yeah, I feel like you built your brand for so long and like your personal brand.
Yeah.
And now to start from the bottom is crushing. But
Yeah.
we'll get there.
And I think that's what actually impacted my motivation at the beginning of this year, because, like, I've always filmed most parts of my life.
Yeah.
And then we went away and I just was like, wasn't interested in
Well, you
posting
didn't
or
have
starting
access
again.
to anything.
Didn't have access. Well, I did try to create accounts and they kept getting taken down, but I've finally got one that hasn't been taken down.
Now you're back.
I'm back,
And
so I'm
now
excited.
you're on TikTok.
Yes, I'm on TikTok. That's
And
where we're going.
TikTok is the best.
Oh, I've learned a lot actually in the last few weeks being on TikTok. It's been great.
I feel like that's the thing with TikTok though, is we were talking about it, is you don't have to put much thought into it at all. Like I feel like we originally, when we started TikTok, we were stressing so much on, oh, what video do we do? Or what do we say in this one? Or what do we do? And what are the captions that we do? And what are the hashtags that we do? It's like, it's so like instant. TikTok is like, if you think of something, just do it and then post it. And you don't have to put much thought into it at all. Like we were saying the other day, most of them are just people talking to the camera like, oh my God, I was doing this and I thought about this and this happened. It's like, and they get 3 million views. It's like, what the heck?
So I've learnt a lot. I've actually written a lot of ideas down of what we can do. And my plan is, because I know everyone keeps asking, you know,
Prank the boys.
Prank the boys, a day in the life as well. I started filming the other day, but then I always get to half the day and then
you forget.
Yes, so I have got some content to put out there, but it's just getting back into the practice of it, I think.
100%. It's getting the like not so much routine. It's just getting the consistency of filming everything. I think that's the hardest part. The editing process and everything is super easy, but just remembering to actually film things is like, oh, okay.
But like we've said before, the power of social media for businesses, it's, you know, it's where we're going. I mean, we've been there for ages anyway, but it's so important to connect. And we do use it a lot to connect with our community, and that's the biggest part. So, we'll see where that goes. So
we'll see.
Exciting things
Watch
to come.
our TikTok.
Hopefully it goes viral somehow.
Oh, we'll see. Who knows? We'll do something. And watch it'll be with the boys or something.
Yeah.
They'll go viral.
They will.
We won't.
They'll do one video and then it will go viral, but that's okay. We want that for them.
We've got our social media plans. We've got our events planned.
And
what
then,
else are we doing?
Well, obviously, we didn't talk about as well. End of last year, we had our first Empower event for the appliance girls, which was a great opportunity for us to get. So our first one was for the women in the appliance industry.
Yeah.
So I think we had about 35 women from all different suppliers, clients, for a dinner and a hot seat.
Yep.
We had guest speakers. We had Amy, who we had on the podcast, who's a mindset coach. So
Emily
she came.
Benchich, who we had on the podcast.
Yes.
Leah from Leading Edge.
And Leading Edge was our great sponsor for that event, which was great. But it was just an opportunity for us to get everyone together.
Yeah.
I think a lot of times we find, and it's in a lot of industries, that people try to pit people off each other, and when in fact we're all in the one industry. Why don't we all connect and get along and share our, you know, things we have in common?
Yeah, bounce off each other. I don't see the issue in having connections or having friendships or having, you know, other people, other competing brands maybe that you're able to bounce off.
Yeah.
Like at the end of the day, we're all human. We're not these like robots that are like, we have to hate this person and we have to hate that person. It's just live your life and do your job and socialize.
Yeah. So we were really proud of that event, I think.
Yeah.
So we've got more of those to come this year.
Yeah.
So we're looking at what that's going to look like, and we're excited for that as well, as getting women together and you know, connections.
I think I feel like we were both very surprised of how quickly as well the appliance girls actually got recognised in our industry and got picked up. So I feel like this year is just building that more, and I think there's so much more places we can take this, and it's just working on it and getting support from other brands,
which we're excited about. But I think it's been as I said at the end of last year, it's been a massive learning curve for me, and it changed me personally doing this in a work situation. So it's been really good. So highly recommend anyone in business, just get out of your comfort zone and do something different. And that's what we decided to do, and like we're loving it.
Yeah.
So.
And I know you said that you came into the year a bit demotivated.
Yeah.
What's the word? Unmotivated?
Unmotivated.
Non-motivated?
Just not motivated.
I need a dictionary. But how do you think you feel now? And like, where do you think you are compared to end of last year to now? Feeling wise and work wise, and
I'm getting like excited now that things are put in place. I think I just felt a bit frazzled at the beginning of the year, but then I don't know if that's because I went away and then it was just getting back to normality. I'm big on routine, and because the kids are still on school holidays, I think once they get back to routine, I'm going to be better. But I'm excited for what's to come and doing new things and seeing where that goes. But then I'm also excited to see who we get on the podcast this year as well.
Yeah.
Because I know we've got plans to have women on from different industries again. But also learning about people's businesses and how they do things, and learning about their failures, but their challenges, but then also their successes.
Yeah, for sure.
But then I'm also really excited to finally get Michael and Diane on the podcast as well, because that's a long time coming.
Yes.
We've scheduled them in, and we said
for
this
May.
Is when, yeah.
That's
so
more than
it might
enough
have to be a
notice for them.
series of episodes.
Yeah,
because I think they've got a lot to share. Because I think they've been through it all. So I'm also excited for that to come along as well. Because that'd be good.
Yeah, I think they have a lot of knowledge and a lot of education to share to people if they are starting a business.
Yeah.
Because they literally did start from the bottom.
Yeah.
So that'll be a good one.
Yeah, I'm excited for that.
Mm-hmm.
So, what else is happening this year, or what are we looking forward to?
I'm going to Croatia in July.
Yes, you are.
Yes.
How exciting.
That's it.
Yeah. Well, maybe we have to do a remote episode that I talked to.
I think so,
That'd be good.
We may have another Philippines trip booked.
Yes.
see.
They've already been asking, and we're in the process of booking that in and seeing who of our staff we're sending over there. But, that's also something that we really value is our team over there and spending time with them. So I think we're also looking at doing a podcast episode on that as well, of having an external team.
Yeah, an offshoring team.
Offshoring team,
Where to start if you want to offshore your
I think
business.
We want to do a lot of focus on educating other people on what we've done, but then what we've learned from other people as well, and the pros and cons of different things as well. Yeah,
we're still continuing our Wellbeing Wednesdays, which is super important for our staff. I feel like they all really look forward to Wellbeing Wednesdays, and it's like you were saying 2 days ago on Wellbeing Wednesday, or whenever we did it. It's like having that catch up in the midweek is just so important, rather than waiting to the end of the week.
Yeah,
it's just you get that midweek refresh and able to look at things from different perspectives and know what to change for the rest of the week.
Yeah.
So you don't just have a bad whole week. You're only having maybe a couple of days that could be bad. But I feel like us implementing that has been really important for our staff, and I feel like we've come a lot closer as a team. So continuing doing that is super important.
Yeah. I think we're really passionate about that, and that, for me, that comes from my teaching background.
Yeah.
I sort of love doing that side of things.
Yeah.
But then, it's just it's not, we're not doing it for a long period of time. Like, it's just a short
session.
It's
just
but
a 30-minute.
Getting time together and actually saying, hey, how are we doing? And then going through some things. And I know we're going to be doing a series on how to cope with burnout.
Yes.
So putting strategies in place before it actually happens. So
and I think that comes back to all the LinkedIn posts I've been seeing lately. It's like, I don't know if it's a trend at the moment, or this is what's trending, or this is what I'm looking at.
Yeah.
But all of the posts that I'm seeing are literally like, company culture, or looking after your staff isn't just buying them a donut or a lolly, or having a, something in the office that's giving them a perk.
Yeah.
Which is just like a short-term perk. It's about actually listening to them, talking to them, and actually spending time with them. And celebrating their successes and helping them with their failures. Like, we don't want you to fail. We want you to work with you. But when they succeed, like, seeing them so happy is like, yes.
Yeah.
Like, it's a win for everyone.
No, that's what we like to see, and we like to implement. So, I'm enjoying that. And we're also starting back our Wednesday boot camp.
Yes.
Which is another get fit. Came back from Japan a few kilos heavier.
Yeah.
So I think that's just a good opportunity, one, fitness-wise, but then just getting everyone together in a different setting as well. I mean, not everyone turns up, but...
Yeah. But it was funny because at the end of the last year, one of the wellbeing sessions we did was New Year's resolutions and goals.
Yeah.
And every single staff member was like, I want to work on my fitness. I want to work on my fitness. I want to go to the gym. And it's like doing it, yes, okay, we're doing it for weight loss, but it's also doing it for a mental thing as well, because it really, like, gives you that kind of dopamine hit when you work out as well.
But then it's also we're motivating each other too. And then, we chat about it all through the day at work, and it's something else to add to the element of bringing the team together, which is what it's about. So we're looking forward to that starting back.
Yes.
So, which will be good.
See how we go.
See where that goes. Maybe we'll implement another day.
Yeah.
Or maybe not.
Make it twice a week.
Twice a week. Oof. We still actually needed to get the team to Pilates. That's actually on the list. So
no, it's been a good end to the year. It's been a good start to the year, and I'm excited for the year to come. I feel like there's a lot of things happening, and we're getting out there more. And
are you big on New Year's? Like we're talking about New Year's resolutions. Are you someone that sets that on New Year's Eve? Like, are you big on that?
Yeah, no.
Okay.
Like, we did it last year because we did it as a team thing, but I feel like...
But it's not like you hit midnight and then you're like, okay.
No. It's not like on midnight I'm like, okay, starting from midnight, I'm going to do this. It's more like a general kind of thing. But I know one of my New Year's resolutions that I put on my sheet with the girls was, one of them was, like, don't let things get to you as much, or I don't know how it was worded on the quote. It was like, don't let people bring you down, or don't let things get to you as much.
Yeah.
And I feel like so far, January, we're doing that. So I just need to keep going with that.
Yeah.
But then my other ones were mainly just small things like fitness and spending more time with family and just looking at my health as a lifestyle, not just a fad diet.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Because I feel like we do that too much, where we just go, I need to lose 5 kilos in a week, whereas we need to look at it as a long-term goal.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, that was me. But not like at midnight I'm not eating chocolate or something like that. Yeah. What about you?
No, I'm not really someone like, I see things I don't want to do, but I don't like, it's not strict. I'm more January for me, I feel, is a write-off.
Yeah.
And then I normally start, like, February is when I start things.
Yeah. I did really like on TikTok the fad kind of, or the trend over New Year's was having like a vision board party with your friends. Like instead of doing a paint and sip or whatever, it was having a wine and doing a vision board for the year. I thought that was really cute because you could actually, do your goals and your resolutions and stuff, but as a group, and I thought that was cool.
Well, Jill, who we had on the podcast, that was who is a beauty TikToker.
Yes.
That's how she started her TikTok, was because she created a vision board in end of 2023, 24.
Yeah.
And then basically she said most of those visions on that vision board came true. So she did the same thing end of last year, I saw.
And I think it's not like, make your vision board and whatever you put on there is going to come true. It's like you still have to work for it, and you still have to, be motivated and think about it. It's not just like, in The Secret. It's like, if you think you're going to get a car spot, the car spot will come. It's like, you still need to do some work
for it.
To do it.
But it's just having it there, knowing that that's what you want to work towards.
And it's a good reminder to say, that's what I wanted. I need to get my mind back to that. And it's okay if you do fall out of it a little bit, because you've still got that reminder there to say, this is what you wanted at the start of the year. You've dropped off a bit. Now let's go back.
Yeah. Well, I haven't put one because I wasn't there when you guys did your vision board, so I might have to put mine together. Start in February and have it on my desk ready for the year. Yep. So, because I'm telling you, we're going to blink and it's going to be Christmas, because I can't believe we're almost we're at the end of, today's the last day of January.
I know. It's crazy.
I don't know where January's disappeared to.
Yeah.
How we already 1 month in is crazy to me. So the year's well and truly off and running. So, it's crazy.
Be kicking down these podcast episodes every 2 weeks. Like, there's no tomorrow.
Yeah. So
it's going to be a good year. I'm excited.
I'm excited. Very excited.
And watch this space, I guess.
Yeah, definitely. So
we're going to have team lunch today. So
I know. I'm actually looking forward to team lunch today. So it's another thing that we do. Just a good opportunity on a Friday. Hang out, talk about trivial things. That's
you don't want to know.
Well, that's how we said we started the podcast. A lot of it was about the conversation, but a lot of things we talk about we probably can't talk about, and we wouldn't be talking about in the
probably not suited.
So I'm intrigued to see what's come up, because there's a lot of things happening on TikTok.
There's a lot of things happening on TikTok.
And it was funny because last night I was watching, because I used to watch maths years ago, but I haven't watched recently. And so then they were all coming up on my TikTok. And then I was saying to Michael, I'm like, telling him about it, and he was so mad because he's like, I don't care. I'm like, yeah, but I need to tell someone because this is hilarious.
It's a lot.
It's quite funny.
It is a lot.
Yeah.
But yeah,
it's my one time to
we'll
switch
discuss
off.
so much.
So blank out work, blank out the kids, and then that's my switch off time.
Maths.
Yeah. So
all right,
we'll discuss that at lunch today.
let's go eat.
So all right, sounds good. We'll see you on the next episode with our next guest.
Yes.
So we'll see you
To
soon.
be confirmed.
Yes. All right.
Thanks, bye.
Bye.